Welcome everyone, today we're doing something a bit different. I'm taking you on a tour of the Virtual Railway Museum. It's an exhibition of iconic, historic and modern trains. The exhibition's being held in an expo hall which has been built in London's Millennium Dome. So before we can head in, we'll grab a ticket from the machine, head to the trains, through these ticket barriers, swipe the ticket, and in we go. So on the left, we're greeted by the Flying Scotsman, which is an iconic steam locomotive. It was the first steam train to hit 100 miles an hour, and also the first to travel non-stop between London and Edinburgh. Before we head into the main expo halls themselves, we'll take a quick look at the exhibit behind us, which is a body panel from the N700A Shinkansen, which is a bullet train commonly used on railways in Japan. Alright, let's head on into the expo itself, through the main entrance hall, and first of all we're going to head to the high-speed section, where we will find a Shinkansen, an E5 Shinkansen from Japanese Railways, and a French TGV. If you look at the wall art, it tells you a little bit about the Shinkansen, and we're going to go over and have a closer look at it. It's commonly seen on the Tokaido line, and there's a variant of it that runs on the Hokkaido Shinkansen. That variant is called the H5 and is tuned a little bit more for the cold temperatures that you get in that part of the world. Heading over to the other side of the expo hall, we've got the modern day French TGV in SNCF colours, so this is the livery it currently runs in on France's high-speed railways. They're capable of 320 kilometers an hour, which is actually faster than most of the Japanese Shinkansen. Alright, so that's the high-speed exhibits. We'll just take one more quick look at the TGV and the Shinkansen before we head over into the next hall, which is themed around intercity trains. So intercity trains are generally long-haul trains that run on regular railways instead of high-speed lines. These two are diesel locomotives, one is American, one is British. On the left we've got the Amtrak P42. This is found on most of the long-haul rail routes in the United States. It's displayed here next to the British high-speed train, the Intercity 125, so we'll head around the corner and take a look at that. So the 125 was designed in 1976, because I just read that on the wall art, and it commonly ran at 125 miles per hour on a lot of intercity routes in Britain. It's still running on some railways, but it's been retired from most of the main lines by now. Heading back through the expo halls, on our way out we'll take a quick glance at the cafe and the shop, both of which are not open yet, and we're going to head to the dawn of railways, which is the age of steam. There's quite a collection in here. We'll start on the left with the British Mallard. This still holds the speed record for a steam locomotive, and what's crazy is that it set that record in 1938, but I guess after that time we kind of stopped building fast steam trains and focused on diesel and electric instead. Next up is the D51, which is a Japanese steam locomotive that was used on most of Japan's railways before the development of the high-speed rail, the Shinkansen, began. And on the other side of the hall we have the Big Boy. This is an American steam locomotive. It is the biggest steam locomotive in existence ever, and I believe there is still one in existence and running today. It's a real beast. I've never seen any videos of this thing running, but I'm going to have to look some up now, or try it in Train Simulator or something, because just look at the size of it. Alright, that's the steam hall, the start of the railway. Let's head into the metro trains hall, which is all about subway trains that are used today. So on the right, the Glasgow subway. It's a very, very small narrow gauge metro train that runs in a circle around the city and suburbs of Glasgow in the UK. And on the left here, we've got two trains made by Bombardier. The first is the S8, which runs on the London Underground subsurface lines. It's capable of 100 kilometers an hour, and a lot of the time it's running in fully automatic mode. On the right, the Bombardier R142, which is a modern-day New York subway train. So our next stop in the next hall is along a similar theme. Essentially, we're about to go and look at the metro train's bigger and faster cousins. Into the next hall, which is Suburban Rail. So this is your everyday commuter rail, which, as it says on the wall, the backbone of daily travel for workers, students and families. So the first train here is the E230. It's the front car of the Japanese E231 commuter train. And on the right we've got the ubiquitous British equivalent, which is the Class 150 diesel multiple unit. This is used on a lot of regional routes in the UK, a lot of commuter routes, especially in the north of the country and in Wales. Alright, so our whistle-stop tour of the 13 exhibits at the Virtual Railway Museum is coming to an end. Let's take one last look around the lobby as we head out past the Flying Scotsman. I hope you enjoyed this whistle-stop tour. If you want to have a wander around for yourself, a download link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. I'll see you next time, probably in an aeroplane of some kind.